Welcome back to Jen's Addiction. I'm so glad you came back to see me today on what I hope is a really kind of fun episode. You know, sometimes when you do something that you enjoy, it's a little bit more fun to share. And in this case, I think this is definitely the best time to share because I have a whole stack of blind bags for the next story by horror comic artist Mark Spears. It's called The Monster and the Wolf. So all the books are kind of hidden in there, all kinds of super secret stories. The Monster and the Wolf, this is actually one of the covers, a variant cover for that new story with the Bride of Frankenstein on it. Mark Spears is a 2020 Rondo Award winner, which is for horror art. He has done trading cards. He did his own series of monster trading cards in 2021. He was picked by Todd McFarlane to do special comic covers for Spawn and Scorched and Gunslinger Spawn. And so I guess when you're handpicked by Todd McFarlane, you're doing something right. And I definitely think his images are absolutely fantastic. The Monster and the Wolf is the second story that he is doing. So there's another homage. This one says Spears after Stevens. Dave Stevens, I think it's an Elvira cover kind of nod to that. You know, his first story was just called Monsters. This is a limited edition cover for the first story that I happened to pick up from a comic dealer over the weekend because it looks like Famous Monsters of Filmland, like wonder why. But it's just that kind of thing, right? Like he is really playing to all the things that we as monster and horror fans love. And then this one too, which is great. I think this gentleman in the middle, which is sort of reminiscent of like a Bela Lugosi Dracula style character, is the star of the show. I've not read the whole story yet, but I'm going to. Patriot 1777, who's commented on my channel before, hello, had made a comment on my last video when I did the 31 comic covers for Halloween that I should do Mark Spears. And you know what? He was right, and I didn't have any, and I thought, that's just kind of crazy. And my husband's been telling me to kind of get with the program. And I don't know where my head's been at. I think I've just been buying records. I haven't been thinking. But I don't know, this past weekend, there was a vendor at the comic book show that we were set up at. He had a ton of these. They're so cool to see up close. Like I said, the glow in the dark ones are super fantastic. And I just could not be more happy. So as a surprise, my husband bought me a stack of these blind bags. And what makes them really cool, and for many, many reasons, but they do look like trading cards, like a pack of trading cards, right? So you can't see inside. You get to open them up. There is no bubble gum in here, but it just says Mark Spears Monsters, The Monster and the Wolf, Trick or Treat blind bag. Keen Spot is the company that he has been publishing through. I know you can buy some of these on their website. I did look, and they are selling for, some of the variants are selling for some pretty hefty price tags. So for sure, but I have a handy pair of scissors. So we're going to give this a shot and see how it goes. If I need to just pre-cut them and then come back, we'll find out. But we get to kind of open them together and see which ones we get. I hope we get a variation of them. You can kind of see, again, on the back, they sort of give like, you know, when trading cards would have all the checklists, you could make sure you had all the covers. So this is sort of, I think, kind of some of what we can be expecting. I would love to see some of those pop up. I mean, oh my gosh, that would be so, so great if I could get one of those. Like I said, the glow in the dark ones are pretty incredible. So without further ado, I'm going to start opening these up and you get to see with me what I get. If for some reason I think this is going to be a little bit too long of a process, I will pause the video and then I will just kind of cut the top off ahead of time, which I did on one of these. I haven't looked in here yet, but I pre-did one to see kind of how easy it would be. I wasn't sure. I've never done anything like this before. But since this one is already opened, let's go ahead and pull it out and see which one we got. So these are all first issues for The Monster and the Wolf. Cool. Okay. So there he is with his prize in the back. That's pretty sweet. I like that one. I do think his version of all of the monsters is sort of, it kind of reminds me like a different fun take on the Monster Squad. Like the Monster Squad animals. Oh my gosh, monsters were so stylized in a specific way. They kind of remind me of that just a little bit. Okay, so that's my first one. we'll keep going because there's a few to go through, and I'm sure you guys don't want to just. I can geek out on these at a later date. Okay, so there's one. Get another one here. I'm going to just do two since I've got them in a row. All right. Let's see what the next one is. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. It is. It's like the season of the werewolf. I'm so excited. Okay, so the werewolf strikes. So there is number one. They're all number ones, but I don't know which variant this is. I would have to look all these up. I don't know enough to know. Okay, but anyway, so there is werewolf strikes. So that is really cool. All right, you guys, I'm getting nervous. Like, I really I'm really been excited to do this all day. And I'm just super, super excited. Okay. All right, let's find out our next one. These are a little hard to get out. I'm not cutting them was really easy. Okay, you ready? Oh, another one. There he is. There we go. Okay, so now I have a duplicate there. So there's one duplicate. All right. But as I was saying, I've noticed like with the story, The Monster and the Wolf, I really am starting to think that I might be onto something, thinking that this is the year of the wolf. I'm going to shake those down and then cut the tops off. Do a couple at a time. How about that? Okay. All right. My bags will stay down there. Oh, please. I want a different one. I want it. Oh, cool. It's like the stickers. I think that I can't remember which one this was. I had saw this one. Okay, this is cover A29. So there you go. Oh my gosh. They have a quote in here from Dr. Henry Jekyll. Man is not truly one, but truly two. So I think that must kind of pertain to the idea of the duality of a monster of the wolf man, right? All right. So that one was pretty, that one's pretty funny. Oh, cool. All right. So we got another one of those. That's awesome. I like that. Oh my gosh. I'm so far, at least everyone has been different. I was afraid I would have like 20 or whatever of all the exact same ones. Oh, good. Okay. That's cool. I like that one. I kind of feel like, I don't know. He reminded me of somebody. It's so funny. All right. So that's cool. So they've all been different so far. I'm super excited. Okay. Then we're on to the next one. Oh my God. Okay. No, that one must be pretty popular. Okay. So there we go. So I have another dupe of that one. I hate to say duplicate, but I do have two, plus the one I bought just kind of out on its own. So there you go. Okay, I hope this is a different one. Oh, cool, it is. Okay, so the demon. Pretty good. What do you think of that? All right. So that is cool. Maybe at the end, I'll do like a short or something and I'll flip through all these. So you can kind of like, kind of one after the other and we'll see what we get. I'm going to do a swipe on a few of these again. Do any of you guys collect these? I know, like I said, Patriot 1777 obviously is a fan. I was, like I said, so absolutely late to the game on these. I kind of am ashamed of myself for not catching on sooner because they are just a lot of fun. It's very visually, just different. And I've always been a real fan of Alex Ross, and these really do kind of remind me of a monsterish version of Alex Ross. So put down below in the comments if you collect these and what your favorite cover is. Ooh, okay, so that's a scary one. I don't think I'd want to meet up with him anytime soon. So there, that one's creepy. So on the back, it will give you, as you guys know, the numbers. So this is A24. So I think that's what that says. If I'm wrong, you can let me know. But I don't have my reader glasses, and I'm trying to look at the tiny print. But I think I got it right. All right, at least it's different. So I like. Oh, I love this one. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm super excited because that one is, I think, very similar to Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, Bela Lugosi and Lon Chaney. So I'm super excited for that one. That was one that I definitely wanted. Oh my gosh. Okay, so excited for that. Okay, all right, you guys. In the candy store here. Oh, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Hello. There we go. That is crazy. In the bathtub? I can't tell. That's really weird. All right. So there's the next one. All right. The next one's going to be. Oh my God. That's so funny. Oh my God. It's hilarious. Okay, so wailing wolfie. So there is the baby. What's the next one? I see my little wolf is down here, apparently. Okay, another one of those, but that is a good cover. That is pretty darn good. You can see all the creepiness on the monster heads. I do like that. I like the mummy. I think that's pretty darn awesome. All right, so what's the next one? Okay, get another one of those. You can see there's a pattern emerging here. All right, now I have to open a couple more. Make sure, if you guys haven't already, to hit like and subscribe. I really appreciate all of you tuning in and kind of joining in on all the fun around here. Like I've said many, many times, you guys are always so much fun. You contribute so much, and I really love that. And the more people kind of we get on the Jen's Addiction team here, the better. So I would love for all of you to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Oh, I've got like just a couple more. I'm going to cut these really quick and just be done with it. How about that? I guess I should have, I know now that if I ever want to do this again, I probably could pre-cut them, but it's, it's like the suspense, right? And that I'm cutting these in real time and I am not faking it. Okay, so let's hope I get a really, okay, no, another one. Monster and the Wolf. That is a cool cover though. I do like that a lot. The Monster and the Wolf. So I think, I don't know, that was like a pretty good story. I just sort of perused like through the first. I haven't read it all yet. I was really excited to see that it was like a whole new storyline. Ooh, that's cool. I like that one. I like that one a lot. All right, that's another super good one. Okay, so something different. Again, werewolves. Maybe another Bride of Frankenstein's in here. No, another werewolf. But not bad. I think that's a pretty awesome one if you're going to get duped. Some of these are pretty darn good and super scary. I don't know. The guy with the axe, though, that kind of freaks me out. I'm not in, like I said, I'm into the classic horror movies. I'm not a big kind of slasher horror fan. I mean, I have watched a lot of them, but they're not my thing. Ooh. Oh, I like that one. There we go. They're fighting. Can you see? That's pretty darn good. Right on. I like that one. Okay. Super cool. All right. Okay. We just have a couple left. Oh, another one of those, but it's super sweet. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a Betty Page style art too, but Dave Stevens can do no wrong. You know what I like too down here in the corner in the barcode? They have the black cat down there. I thought that was kind of a nice little touch. It's the little things that make it all better. Ooh, now that's okay. That's different. I think she might have failed nursing school. It's just a hunch. I don't know if I'd want her to be my nurse. I love these bags too. I mean, I know you can't keep everything. I'm a little bit of a collector, but oh, I like that one. That's cool, isn't it? Trick or treat. That's really cool. Okay. I've got some really neat ones. I mean, I'm pretty happy. I figured I'd get some duplicates. So, and there is another one. It's probably because I keep saying that this is a werewolf time. All right. This is the very last one for now, and we'll see what we get. Okay. All right. I don't know. I'm hoping it is the Bride of Frankenstein, but oh, no, it's a Freaky Frank. Oh, he's super cute. All right, you guys. So that is all of my blind bags. I think I did okay. Definitely. Okay, so we got a couple of duplicates there, obviously. And there. I'll just go through these a little quick. Got two of those. Let's see. One of those, which is pretty good. Actually, well, I got a couple of those, couple of her. There's the extra of that. This was a unique one. That was a single. I do think it's really cool. I love these with the trick-or-treaters at the door, though. I think that's super, super duper one of my favorites. Okay, there's the other one of that. I think we got 3 of those in total. There is the crazy nurse. Another one of those. And then there is our little kind of, where they call him the wailing wolfie. So, creature of the Black Lagoon in the bathtub. Very creepy. I think we got a couple of those. So, oh, and I love, love, love that one. Now, this is one that's part of that series, but I went ahead and bought it. It was out of the bag. So there's that. This is from the first series, The Monsters. So I've got one of those. I think that was a limited edition. Again, another one of these. And I've got two more of these. So that is everything unwrapped, everything that I've picked up. And I will have to say trick or treat. And thank you so much. And thank you to my husband for buying all those. It was a ton of fun. You know, I've never done anything like that on camera before. So thanks for hanging in with me. I may have to make some cuts. Who knows? But at the end of the day, I'm super excited. And I really wish they would do 12 comic books in a big pack, like those kind of like the packs, like that you got the trading cards in that were a little bit waxier, like an actual big pack that you could unfold it and you could frame the artwork. And I don't know, that's kind of my dream. That would be great for Halloween. But I think this is a pretty good start. And I do believe he's also doing blind bags for like holiday or winter. So it will be more books, I think, that goes with this series. So super exciting. Again, I have to say that Mark Spears is still an artist that is new to me, but I think he's a ton of fun. I think his marketing is pretty darn genius, and I really dig it. I know a lot of people out there on YouTube have been opening their blind bags, and it's fun to see what everybody has. So I get to kind of do a little bit of the fun myself, and it is a little bit more fun to share with friends. So thank you all for tuning in and hanging out with me for the last 10 or 15 minutes as I opened all of these bags. Again, in the comments below, if you are collecting these comics, which ones are your favorite? Did you read the first story and do you like it? I have not read it all yet. So I did buy a trade paperback too, just on the off chance I can't get all of the books. If I get more, I will share with you guys what I get. Thanks again to Patriot 1777 for re-kicking me in the butt and spurring my attention back to getting on board of this train and collecting some more super, super cool comic book covers. So until the next time, I hope you are all spinning some great tunes while you're reading some amazing monster books, and that you will all come back and see me real soon. Thanks, everyone. It's been fun. Bye.